Hey everyone, thanks for checking this out. So this is the craziest, best, worst beat I ever taken playing Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl. Probably one of the craziest, worst beats I've ever seen, actually. Unfortunately, it happened to me and my buddy when we were playing last night. So we'll start the game here. So I apologize too for only having this recording instead of the arena, but I didn't really record the game. But I wanted to share this because of how insane it was. So we're playing a discard deck here. Pretty mean. Get in his hand, we hit him with duress right away, get rid of the offer, can't refuse. Try and slow him down a bit. So nothing too crazy happening yet. So we go, we put our signet out, and then we go ahead and we put out the Bloodbender's Rise. Great card for discard deck. Now, you know, he's playing and he has Katara, which we know is annoying card drawing engine monster machine. Obviously a lot of counter spells. So we go ahead here and on turn 3, we go ahead and get our commander out, and we him him. So we make him discard some Lightning Greaves and a disallow. We send him back to his turn. So he goes ahead, draws a card, and pretty much does nothing, which makes sense. Not going to really attack into this monster. So our turn. We go ahead and he taps our commander here and taps out. So we go ahead and throw Lily, and we make him discard, putting another counter on our commander. Okay. So we have drawn, invoke despair. So he go ahead, does a little draw, discard, yada yada yada. Pumps our commander. So our turn, we go ahead and say, hey, get him out of here. Gone. All right. We go ahead, attack in, bam. Hit him for 6. All right. Now this is where it gets fun. So we throw out Waste Not, put a little counter on our Bloodbender. Goes back to his turn. Now, this is where it's fun because at this point, he starts roping us a little bit. Sure, he's not too excited about what he has. Not too sure either, but as this goes on, we can try and make some guesses. So you go ahead, he goes to his turn. Now he puts his commander out. Okay, fair. Makes sense. Now, this is where everything goes a little sideways. So here we are. Okay. We draw our land here, and we're looking at it. We're looking at the board. We go, all right. Well, we definitely want to get rid of the commander. So, options. We can go ahead and sack Lily, get rid of the commander. Pretty solid move. We get attack in, see if he wants to block. I'm not sure if he played out of desperation or what it was. Again, like I said, he was roping us, and I know with the new rules here on Arena, we could report him for, poor play or whatever. So it looked like maybe he felt like, all right, whatever, see what happens. So he drew his card. Okay, he decides to put the commander out. Okay. So at this point, we make a safe assumption that he either has Daze, Force of Will, or Force Negation. Okay, pretty safe assumption to make. So we figure what we're going to do here is we're going to cast our Invoke Despair. And hoping that he doesn't have the counter, that he's, bluffing or his desperation. And worst case scenario, he does. And, if it's Daze, all right, great. Throw a card, land back, boom, whatever. If it's Force of Negation, Force of Will, great, even better. He loses 2 cards, right? And then we go ahead and attack in, see what he wants to do, block or not, okay? If he doesn't block, then we go ahead and sack Lily and get him out of here. So, we go ahead and we cast our Invoke Despair, hoping that, either it does get countered or not. Well, this is where everything goes sideways. Because unfortunately for us, he had Commandeer. Now, what I'm guessing is that on his last turn before... because again, it was actually, he started roping on our turn before he went to his turn. So I'm guessing he probably drew Bribery on that turn. Because prior to that, I mean, whatever, who cares? Invoke can't work without an extra card. And at the same time, really, what are you going to invoke? Bribery could turn things around, but not as well as just Invoke Despair. This is the equivalent of it's fourth quarter. There's 30 seconds left in the game. We're down by 1 point. We're on the 10-yard line. It's third down. They just used their last timeout. Well, we go. Our quarterback gets strip sacked, injured on the play, and they run it back for a pick six. Scored an extra point. We're now down by 8 with 10 seconds left with our backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a ball in 2 years. And yeah, this was the biggest, craziest turnaround that I've seen in a long time. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys will say that probably, that's what we should have got rid of. And I agree. We were just so blown away that it happened. Probably keeping the waste on it might have been better, but as you'll see on his next turn, he gets to draw a card, and he gets to draw the Mystic Sanctuary, and he goes ahead and picks a Commandeer to put back on top, I guess, looks like. And, or what did he pick? I don't even know. At that point, it doesn't matter. He draws, discard. So, yeah, obviously, if we would have kept out Waste Not, we would have had a 2-2. But I don't think it totally matters. We go ahead and cast the Unstoppable Slasher, which immediately gets counterspelled. And send it back to his turn, which now he has 3 experience counters. So he gets to draw 3 and discard 1. Pretty much it's lights out. And yeah, that was the craziest comeback. Yeah, I mean, obviously, had he had not done that and cast the bribery, could have been a little bad, but not as bad as wiping our entire board out and throwing us so far behind the 8 ball. So, yeah, wanted to just share this with you guys. Again, sorry for having to show it this way, but I didn't record it on Arena, so